Hello everyone, my name is Jeffrey Edgecombe and I am an infectious disease epidemiologist working for the CDC, and today I'd like to talk about a new diagnostic test for the new and quite deadly poke disease. Just a little bit about the disease real quick. Some of the symptoms are you need to have a fever from 99 to 103 degrees Fahrenheit, have chills, and have a sharp ringing ear pain. As the table below are the test results from that new diagnostic test. We looked at 10,000 patients, and you can see the positive results, negative results for the no disease and diseased in the total columns. Diagnostic testing is basically used to confirm the presence or absence of a disease, which is not quite what screening does, and it should have a more higher specificity and sensitivity than a screening test as well. Though diagnostic tests are a little more expensive, this test is actually fairly cheap. Looking at the sensitivity real quick, this is basically how often we correctly diagnose the diseased individual as having the disease. You would like a high percentage, and looking at this, we do, 91%. We take the positive tests, divide them by the positive test plus the negative test for a total of 1,400, and come out with that 91%. So this is quite promising for this new diagnostic test. However, when we look at specificity, we take basically all the negative tests that we have, 1,357, and divided by the total people that did not have the disease, which is quite high, 8,600 people. So for this, we get 16% specificity. This is not quite good enough. Actually, it's not close at all. We would like somewhere in the 90s, 92 or above would be great. Mid-80s are mediocre at best. And this is basically the likelihood or how often we correctly diagnose a non-diseased individual of not having the disease. Now, predictive values. There are both positive and negative predictive values. PPV stands for positive predictive value, NPV, negative predictive value. As you can see, the positive predictive value is the probability an individual who tests positive actually has a disease, and this is quite low as well, unfortunately. However, when we're looking at the probability of a person who tests negative and does not have the disease, it's quite high at 92%. So there are some things wrong with this test that we can address in the next slide for your patients. So just from some guidance to you, since the specificity of this test is very low at 16%, I would suggest telling your patients to come back for a second round of alternative tests. Some things we can do for alternative testing is, in order to bring that specificity up, we can basically increase the temperature needed. So decrease the range from, like I stated, 98 to 103, and we can upgrade this to 100 to 103, decreasing the individuals who may not have the disease and present with other symptoms. This way, less people will fall into the symptom range, and it will increase the specificity of the negative results. And that is it on the poke disease. Keep your eye out and keep that specificity high. Thank you very much.